Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Getting prepped here. There's something fun planned for tonight. And by fun, it means something I've never done before. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to struggle through this, and you all get to watch in real time. We're going to fail upwards, hopefully. How is the heat up there? Oh, it's rough. I'm not going to lie. It's rough. It's, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but it's been in the high 30s here. Which I think it's over 100 Fahrenheit. I just don't know. I don't know which, but it's been, hello. It's been intense, but it finally broke after 5 days of very still, heavy air and high temperatures and not a cloud in the sky for 5 days. It was weird, let me tell you. Real weird to see not a cloud in the sky, not a breeze, nothing for 5 days straight. It was weird, but it broke. We had some thunderstorms, lots of rain, started about 5 p.m. here. So I think we just had some hail miss us where I am. The hail just missed us. I know south of me we're having funnel clouds, lots of that kind of activity, but as of yet, nothing has touched down. If everybody can send my cousin well wishes, prayers, thoughts, positive meditations, whatever good vibes, whatever you believe in. She spent the night last night outside of Kamloops with her bag packed at the door, watching across the river as the lightning storm was setting the hillside on fire, and watching the crews scrambling to get it all out in time. If you watch the news just north of Kamloops, where, so she's in Kamloops, and just north, kind of northwestern of where she's at, there's a massive forest fire. Massive, and it's very, very similar to what happened in Australia in 2020, in January, where the fire is so big that it's actually changing the atmosphere. And it's causing these lightning storms. There's like very little rain, high wind, and lots of lightning. And the lightning is setting more fires, and it's super scary. And so, yeah, send her all your thoughts, prayers, good vibes, whatever you got. They had a rough night last night. So, but like I said, her bags are packed and ready at the door. So if they need to leave, Lytton, the hottest spot in North America, burnt to the ground the other day, which was devastating and scary. And yeah, the residents had 15 minutes, the mayor said, from when they first smelled smoke, because it's been so hot there, like records, like 118 Fahrenheit, I think it was. I apologize, I don't know the conversion between, but it was like 46 point something degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but a train went by, and they figured the sparks from the train going by set the fire. And from when they first smelt the smoke to when the town was completely engulfed, 15 minutes the residents had. They had to leave their pets, livestock, you name it. They are still trying. There's about 1,000 people, I think, from Lytton and the surrounding area that they're trying to get everybody accounted for. So yeah, almost 120. Yeah, I think 118, something like that. So yeah, that's what BC, just to the west of me, is dealing with, my cousin. So yeah, keep her in your thoughts, guys. I'm hoping they make it out of this without having to evacuate, without losing their house, but it's going to be a long summer. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, 15 minutes. The mayor said 15 minutes from when they first smelt the smoke to the whole town being engulfed. They had 15 minutes to get out. That was it. It's because the wind is so strong. How long is the heat wave? It started it's a heat dome, apparently. A heat dome. And it started on Monday-ish. Sunday, Monday. And it's just starting to lift here. So, yeah. Yeah. So think about my cousin. Think about my cousin in Kamloops. It's this, if you want to follow it on Twitter or anything, it's the Sparks Lake fire. Is the one that they're concerned about and keeping an eye on. So, yay. On that note, we have something fun planned for this evening. Something I've never done before. So we're all going to watch me struggle. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We're doing an ostrich egg. Sarah, we're doing your ostrich eggs. It's the mother lode. It's no moon. It's no moon. So, this, I went on, what was her name? Popow? What was her name? Something Popow. I want to say like Leslie Popow on the Star Wars music. Always. Yeah, so I found a really great YouTube video online and smash it. No. I smash enough eggs on my own. I don't need to try to smash one. I agree, it would make a cool Death Star. Oh, thank you. That is Play Rosé. Simply Nailogical, her line, Hollow Taco, Play Rosé. My hands, it is so hot here. My whole body is swollen and I can't get my wedding set on, so I'm just wearing my anniversary band now. Because that is how hot it's been. I'm just swollen. So, Lori, maybe it was Lori Popow. She's got a really great YouTube calendar. Turkey woman on Etsy, but 47 half dozen. Ooh. So really great, little dry. Videos were a little dry, but super talented lady, and really good information. So I prepped this. I scrubbed her down with toilet bowl cleaner. It had quite a shiny, thick coating on here before. I scrubbed that down. I also soaked it in some vinegar. I feel like, so many dimples. It's like my thighs. It's so pretty and dimpled. So I am, I love duck eggs. I think duck eggs, I would love to work on whole duck eggs and then drain them. The ones I had were already previously drained, and I'd love a chance to work on whole duck eggs. I've got to source some. But I love how we're all supporting each other's crafting habits in the comments here. So we're going to start an ostrich. We're going to start an ostrich today. So this is my first time ever doing this process on an ostrich egg. I feel like, yes, it's already drained. So this is from Sarah, Pray for a Riot. She sent this to me because she's a lovely human. Thank you, Sarah. And I think it's from Eggs, Etc. on Etsy. I believe that's the name of the store. I have the piece of paper somewhere and I've already lost it because I am me. Yep, already lost it. But I believe it's from Eggs, Etc. on Etsy is where she got it and sent it to me. So I always sanded down my ostrich eggshells. Oh, see, and I've heard of people sanding them down as well. I kind of am digging the texture. Yeah, eggs, etc. Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of really digging the texture. I don't know. If you don't like a lot of texture, I would say for sure 100% sand it down. I wonder if I should sand it down. I kind of like the texture though. I kind of really dig the texture. So I think I scrubbed it down with the toilet bowl cleaner so I would get it all clean and take off the sort of the high kind of glossy. Believe it or not, this has been like scrubbed down quite a bit. This is an ostrich egg. Ostrich egg. Live stream is excellent. Love it. Don't sand it. I know. I don't know. I like free the dimples, right? Free the dimples. So I scrubbed it down with the toilet bowl cleanser. I washed it really well, dried it, and then I let it soak in the vinegar and scrubbed it. I think before I put it in you can see that it's like I've got a couple areas where it's still a little bit shiny, but then other places are less shiny. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the white on. Well, I'm going to pencil stuff in first, and then I'm going to put the white on, and then I am going to, hang on. Damn child, I'm just adding you as a moderator because I just noticed we're up over 200. Just letting you know that, in case, I hope you're not upset by that. And yeah, so for everybody just joining, this is an ostrich egg, and we are going to do a traditional folk art, old Slavic folk art technique with it. Bite it, I'm gonna crush it and bite it so bad. Usually people say that about the sheets of beeswax, is usually what people say. They want to bite the sheets of beeswax. Not the ostrich egg. But yeah, this is an ostrich egg that we're going to be doing traditional Slavic folk art techniques on and making a beautiful piece of artwork. So, it's going to, so I'm going to start, it might take me a little bit to like adjust my camera angles on this. Just to let you know, Sarah and Emily, you're still mods, right? Just checking. I think you are. I think it adds you as a mod every time. This is an ostrich egg. So I'm going to start by just very lightly. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to just lightly. So again, it's going to take us probably a second or two. Oh gosh, this is big. Oh man. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to lightly pencil in. Okay, I'm going to add you as mod as well, lady. There we go. Get a few of you on here as mods so that there we go. Then it's not, I have not, this is my first ostrich. So I've been doing these eggs for many, many years, over 30 years. I have never done an ostrich. It's always been on my bucket list. I've always wanted to. It's always been in the back of my head. Oh, I need to research where I can get an ostrich egg, and just executive functioning. Just never got there. So Sarah, thank you, Sarah, deleted the middleman and just went ahead and got me an ostrich egg and sent it to me. So all of the work of finding, sourcing, ordering, all of that, she did that all for me. So thank you, Sarah. I get to check off a bucket list item now. So I'm just going all the way around the egg, just the perimeter, marking it in. And I think what I'm going to do, oh gosh. Now, most of the time, and I apologize if you're asking questions in the comment section, I am looking down at this egg right now because I am definitely not wanting to screw this up. But there's quite a few other Pysanka artists in the, you can tell I've got a bit of shine in this area here still, as opposed to like down here. So I'll definitely do another vinegar rinse before I do any dyes. The reason you want to do the vinegar is that the dye won't take as well on this shiny area. and you want the dye to take. So is why we kind of do the vinegar soak. Okay. Well, I don't know if she's perfect, but I find if I back up, it looks like a cantaloupe. It's so big. It looks like a cantaloupe. There's going to be so many innuendos with me being like, it's so big. Like, sorry, mods. Sorry. You're gonna have some work to do tonight. How am I going to dye that? Great question. I don't know yet. I've seen, what is it? Gal from Edmonton. What is her name? Not Catherine, down in St. Louis. What is her account? Sorry guys, the heat has fried my brain. But that's a tomorrow problem. That's a tomorrow Christina problem. She'll figure that out. We'll let tomorrow Christina figure that out. But I've seen videos where people have like essentially like a big Tupperware, kind of like a bucket, and they just, they have like a big, poor tomorrow Christina, me every day, swearing at yesterday Christina for setting me up with so many problems. Me all day, every day. I'm usually so busy with dealing with yesterday Christina's problems that I don't deal with today's problems, and they become tomorrow Christina's problems, and that's my whole life story. Just that in a nutshell. Just that over and over. But yeah, just a big Tupperware container, and you kind of pour the dyes over top and roll them around. It's messy. It's messy. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be messy, but some days... If I had a 10-pound... You had a 10-pound baby? Terry, how are you still walking? Oh my God. 10-pound baby. Sorry, My ex was 13 pounds when he was born, and his mother told me she punched the doctor in the face. But he's my ex, so I dodged that bullet. I have to deal with that. I had little babies. Mine were, I think, 6'9" and 6'15", 6'12", something like that. I had little babies. Thank God. Chicken egg for scale. This is what we're looking at. That's no moon. That's an ostrich egg. So here we go. That dear God, it's like the literal size of a cantaloupe. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Okay, so I know for sure that I think I'm going to do that 40 triangles, 48 triangles. Yes, it is empty. It has been drained. She has been drained. So I'm going to... So again, I find it easier sometimes to back up to try to get my... all kind of like my tricks and techniques that I usually use just for eyeballing stuff. It's a little harder. It's a little harder on this puppy. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit more challenging. How straight is this? I feel like this is not straight. Feel like that's curving a little bit. Or is it? It's so massive, it's hard to tell. Yeah, it's pretty even. Okay. So we're going to do the 48 triangle, 40 triangle, 27 triangle, whatever you call that design. The design with 1,000 names that none of them are correct. We're going to for sure do that on one side because it's familiar, it's comfortable, and I feel like when you're trying something new, like an ostrich egg, or you're, you know, working with a new kit, you're, you know, using an electric kitska as opposed to a regular, you know, a manual one, or whatever if you're trying something new for the first time, sometimes it's nice to do a put something familiar in it, so you don't feel completely just out in a limb without a hope in hell. Okay. All right, we're back down to 150. Okay. When it starts getting up to 250, man, we get some characters in the chat. When we start getting over the 250, 300 mark, we start getting some characters, but when we get back around 150, can you tell what is going on? We are drawing on, not kidding, we're drawing on an ostrich egg right now with a pencil. So we have a hollowed out ostrich egg here that we are doing an old Ukrainian folk art on. It's going to look like this at the end, just bigger. Lays the same size egg. The kiwi bird lays the same size eggs as the ostrich. My God. Ooh. All right, the center line is going to be... Ooh, this center line is going to be insane. Okay, use string to make straight lines with charcoal or something. I mean, you absolutely could. I do this thing where I wing it and hope for the best. Don't recommend. Sometimes it doesn't work out and your lines aren't straight. But sometimes it does. I probably should have more professional answers. No, I just wing it. You can also, you can get a lathe for your eggs. Some people have really great success with like setting them on a lathe and then getting their lines that way. I don't have a lathe because, I mean, I only have an ostrich egg because Sarah got it for me. I have like all my Pysanka supplies all refreshed and like fully stocked because Kathy sent me some the beginning of the season. Basically, I'm a mess. I'm kind of a hot mess express, and because other people are kind, it helps me out. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Oh, sorry, music? I'll turn it up. I turned it down so you all could hear my Star Wars intro. I'll turn it back up. Okay. So, we started and we did our one all the way around here, right? And then we split it up and split that in half. And then we did our quarters. And then we did our middle one. So I'm leaving this half. I haven't 100% decided what I'm going to do on this side. Are you? Yes, I'm Ukrainian heritage. I'm Ukrainian heritage. Bum, 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 bum. So now I'm going to go through and make my little pieces of pie, make sure they're even. And then I'm going to kind of... The egg that I'm working on right now is slightly crooked and I cannot get a center line for the life of me. Honestly, some days I have that some days where it doesn't matter what I do. I find if I hold it far back, it's easier for me to get straighter, more even lines if I hold it farther back. That's not even. This is why we're going in pencil. This is why we have a pencil. Okay. man, this is weird. It's just, I don't have as many like reference points in my line of vision because it is so, is that even? Yeah, that's pretty even. I don't have as many points of reference to visually because it's just like this point is hidden when I'm working on this point. So it's, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Okay. It's not, it's not that it's weird. I'm just unfamiliar. I'm just unfamiliar. That makes sense. I just need to get familiar. Because we do tend to fear what is not familiar to us. Sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith that it's all going to work out. Okay. No, you can, so you can sand these down, and some people do. I don't know. I like the texture. I think it's quite unusual. Most of the eggs I work on are quite smooth, so I find this is, I don't know, I guess because it's different. It's not what I'm used to. I find it very intriguing, so I kind of, yeah. I did scrub it down, and I did soak it in vinegar to take off a top layer. I'm going to soak it more and take off even more so that the dye will take... Okay, that is not good. That is much smaller than that. What's happening there? You are way lower. Sorry, sometimes you got to talk to your egg and just have a chat and be like, WTF. Okay. So again, I want to make sure my pieces of pie are even. So when you look at this, all your little pie pieces, you don't want one to be like super thin and one to be fat. You want them all to be kind of even. There we go. That's better. It's not perfect, but that's pretty good. Okay. It is very big. There's many jokes that could be made right now. So many jokes. Okay. So now the more lines I put on, the easier it is, because I've got it's easy to go from this point here and know that it has to come to this little intersection point here. Like that's easy. So it just, the more lines you get on the egg, the easier it is. It is very daunting when you first start and you just have this blank egg and you're like, oh my God, but don't be intimidated. It gets better. Okay. Again, I'm just checking. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the chat is going, you guys, y'all are chatty tonight. It's like I'm trying to look down and kind of try to keep track, but it's going too fast. It's going too fast. Thank you to everybody, fellow artists in the chat that are able to answer all the questions right now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There we go. I think that's pretty even. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like it. It's not perfect. It's not terrible. Like me. Not perfect, not terrible. Okay. Whew, this is... Everybody take a drink of your water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. That was... Whew. Those are some big dang triangles. You're right. Oh. Okay. Regroup, regroup, regroup. Oh. Okay. So much room for activities. Correct. Oh, okay. So, what if you did them smaller? I could draw a triangle within the triangles. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to light up my heavy Darylyn style kitska, and I'm going to just, oh, this is going to be fun. It's going to be, I just want to roll. Like a rolling stone. Okay. Where is my fire? Where is my fire maker? Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just go in with wax. Just go in with wax. If you think about it, you'll freak out. Okay. Okay. I relate to this damn egg. Oh. I'm just putting wax on an egg. I'm just putting wax on an egg. Why is my kitska already clogging? This is going well. This is going well. Okay. It's just wax on an egg. It's just wax on an egg. I don't know how to do it. I've never done an ostrich egg before. That's okay. Sometimes you got to try new things. You got to try it in front of a couple hundred people. And hope for the best. At least this isn't that one live where I was draining eggs and 800 people showed up to watch me drain. I will never forget that as long as I freaking live. God, what an experience that was. What an experience that was for all of us. Jesus. Do I have colors planned? No. In a word, no. I'm kind of feeling, I don't know, like I'm wondering if I should maybe do all blues and greens. I don't know. How's that for an answer? I'm just gonna start it, and I'm gonna hope that at a certain point, the egg kind of tells me what to do. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're working on an egg and things just like the other day I was egging and I was listening to Soundgarden, and I was like doodling on the egg, and I was listening to Black Hole Sun, and I was like, oh, look at that, I'm making a black hole sun. Like sometimes it just happens. So I kind of already know what I'm going to do with that egg now, because I was working on it, and I was like listening to this song, and I was like, oh, I have a plan for this egg now, because it just sort of told me what to do. So sometimes that happens. My personal opinion is that everyone looks good in blue and green shades. I have that opinion about pink. I think there's a shade of pink that looks good on everybody. So, oh gosh. See, here's the deal. Normally, right, I'm working on an egg and I can rest my hand on the table. I played Black Hole Sun during the solar eclipse a couple years ago. Word. I remember that eclipse. It was amazing. So this is what I usually do. Right? I rest my hand on the table and I work on the egg. Now, here's my issue. I can't do that. How am I going to do this? Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to rest my hand on the egg, but then I'll have to change. All right, hang on. I got to figure this out. See, this is the part where I'm like, yes, let's have 200 people show up and watch me just flail like a, yeah, like a baby bird leaving the nest. And you can't even see it. It is really weird not to be able to rest my hand. So this is definitely not something, I know you guys have seen me just freehand stuff on eggs before. I definitely need my pencil lines here. Ooh, books. You're doing the thing. I'm doing it. Isn't that a SpongeBob meme? I feel like that's a SpongeBob meme. And some of these, and some of this. We have an active group tonight. See, I'm telling you, every time we start to get up to SpongeBob on a roll of paper. Let me see. The roll of paper towel might work because I can easily sort of. Now, the only thing is, I have to remember not to light this on fire. God, how much do we want to bet I'm going to light a roll of paper towel on fire tonight? Oh, I think that's the call. Why am I not using my heavy style Keats? There we go. Okay, so I've got my fire right here. I have my roll of toilet paper, my roll of paper towel right here, and then I've got my egg here. So the trick is going to be not to set the room on fire. 50-50 shot. We got a 50-50 shot. Please don't set yourself on fire, Christina. I'm going to move you a little farther away just in case. Okay. Let's see here. I think it's going to work. I'm just going to have to keep turning. This is the other thing that is going to be tricky because I'm used to doing chicken's eggs on my lives. I am not used to just the camera angle. So be patient with me. It might take me a little bit to figure out. By the way, this is going to take me a while. So this is going to be probably over the next couple weeks. I'm going to work on this in my live. So just giving you a heads up. It's not going to be finished all in one week or one session kind of a thing. Okay. The other thing that I'm thinking about is I'm like, how the hell am I going to get all this wax off when I'm done? I think my mom has one of those heat gun thingies because she does embossing on cards and stuff. Flip you. It is, I can't get over how massive this is. Yeah, heat gun. Just gotta lit my house on fire while drawing on an ostrich egg with wax. I mean, we can't all live the dream, but some of us can. Okay. Gosh, I'm trying to stay in frame for you guys, but it's it's a challenge because it's just that big. Okay. So I'm hoping that you guys, anybody that was, you know, if you've been watching my lives or if you've seen any of my videos or anybody else's videos for that matter, and this is an art form you've always wanted to try, but you've been intimidated, you're like, I don't know, I don't think I could do it. It just looks really, you know, it looks like a whole thing. I don't know, it's scary, I'm intimidated. Here I am, very much out of my element, very much out of my comfort zone. And look, nothing bad's happening yet. I haven't set my house on fire yet. But yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated, right? If you let, I gotta load my Kitska. Let's all take a minute for our favorite part, the wax loading. But yeah, if you let fear take over, then you're never going to do the thing. Sometimes you just gotta, and if you fail, you fail, right? It's just wax on an egg. It'll be okay. Everybody's favorite part. Okay. Clean it off so we don't get any blobs. My children are still awake. I can hear them running about upstairs. Okay, how are we doing? I think we're good. Okay. But yeah, don't, sometimes you just got to take a deep breath and just do the thing, right? Sometimes you just got to not get stuck in the planning stages and just go for it. I've wanted to do this for years. Got tripped up in the sourcing an ostrich egg. And then Sarah sent this to me and I thought, well, you know what? It's time to just do the darn thing. Time to just do the darn thing. So if you've been wanting to try this art form and you've been too intimidated, this is your sign. Just give it a whirl. Just give it a whirl. If you end up with an egg that you absolutely hate, our running joke is to just take that egg, that ugly Pysanka that you made, though I don't think any Pysanka are ugly. I think they're all beautiful. But if you have one that you don't like, our running joke here is that you can just live your best manic pixie dream girl life and you take that egg and you go egg your ex's car. Because what a wonderful state of confusion they will be in the next day when not only is their car been egged, but it's a decorative egg. Like, that is next level. I always do my disclaimer, just kidding. We don't endorse property damage here. However, you have a weird ex, deserves a decorative egg all over his windshield. I won't judge. I won't judge at all. Yep. Merch that says just egg and eggs. Oh, for legal reasons, it's a joke. Okay. What am I doing? Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, let's not disassociate in the middle of a live, Christina. Let's not do that. Bye, Sarah. See you in a bit. Makes me wish I had an ex. Looks at hubby. Oh, too funny. Cohabit, if you don't mind, I'm going to make you a mod as well, just so we've got another one on here. There we go. There we go. We got a few of you now. Do, 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 do. Oh, babe, break up with me for a day. I have an egg I need to dispose of. And you know what's fun? I've never egged an ex's car. I should have. Never did though. I've helped friends, for legal reasons, this is a joke. I may have helped friends do something to someone's car once, but for legal reasons, that's a joke. But never did it myself. Oh, that got real. That got real sus towards the end. It was like so straight, then right at the end. Okay. How often do you have to heat up the wax? It kind of depends. So if my wax isn't flowing right, or it's not flowing as fast as I'd like, I'll go to heat it up. So I'll do a few lines and then I'll go heat it up, and then I'll do a few more lines and then I'll go heat it up. I feel like sometimes when it's really hot out, I don't have to heat it up as often, but it could just be me just thinking that I'm not. I feel like some days the wax, or maybe it's just my Kitska, behaves differently than others. But also that could just be me. So it's probably just me. So I'm heating it up. So every time you see me pausing, it's because I'm heating it up. You can get electric Kitskas. I think most people that do ostrich eggs work on their ostrich eggs with an electric Kitska, and that keeps a steady flow of wax coming out of the tip, and it's keeps it at a uniform temperature. I've nothing against electric Kitskas. I've just never used one. I didn't grow up using them. I've just always used these manual ones. So, yeah, but no, a lot of people love their electric. It's on my bucket list. It is on my bucket list to try one. I'll eventually do it. Eventually I get there. So, okay. It's so funny. Like, I'm so used to like being able to get this design on an egg so quickly, because like I've done it so many times on my ostrich. So it's this design here is what I'm like, as far as the triangles go, that's what I'm putting on my egg. And I've done this so many times. I could probably do it in my sleep. Water break. So I'm used to, like, I don't even mark it in pencil anymore. I just do it, get it done. And I'm not used to it taking me so long to do it. But it's just on account of surface area. Yes, I'm Canadian. I'm a Canuck. I'm up in Alberta. It's just kind of above, like kind of around North Dakota, I think. I'm above there, I think. Something like that. I'm Canadian. I'm a Canuck, eh? If you were here the other night, I think I did my redneck Canadian Alberta accent, and it freaked you guys out. Freaked you guys right out. Alberta is where Joni Mitchell is from. I didn't know that. I know Katie Lang. We claim Katie Lang. She's from here. But When do you do live? So I go live. I'm usually on here Wednesdays, though I didn't go live this Wednesday because my whole house was melting. And we were all hiding out downstairs. So I wasn't able to do a live on Wednesday because we were melting. And but I usually do lives on Wednesdays, usually 10 p.m. to midnight Mountain Standard Time. And then Fridays I'm on here 10 p.m. to midnight Mountain Standard Time. And then Sundays I'm on here 3 p.m. until kind of 5 p.m. I usually like to do these lives later at night when my kids were in bed. If you were in my live on Sunday, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you were in my live last Sunday, you would have heard my 9-year-old screaming, "Stitches get stitches, snitches get stitches" at the top of her lungs. It was very exciting. Very, restful, restorative, calming art TikTok live that I was. Yes. Joni and Neil are my king and queen of Canadian 70s songwriters. Yep. If it's not a moon, what is it? It's an ostrich egg. It's an ostrich egg. But yeah, that's why I usually do lives later at night, because children and open flame and hot wax, crafting is not always the best idea. Although I have been doing this craft with my kids since they were like 3, so. What nail polish am I wearing? It is Hollow Taco. This one is Play Rosé. This one and I think Menchie the Cat are my 2 favorites. I love her line. It's Christine, Simply Nail Logical. It's her line. It is amazing. Okay. Whew. That line got thicker as she went. Here we go. I'm not finding the texture of the eggshell to really be too much of an issue. Maybe a little bit, but yeah, I'm not finding it to really be an issue. Just ordered Menchie, Tyler, and Linear Hollow. I have all of those, and I love all of them. They're all amazing. You're set up, but I'm a lefty. I'm confused. Somebody's getting thrown in. I'm missing something in the chat. I am missing something. Okay, so we are going to load our Kitska back up with some wax here. So this is just sheets of beeswax, regular beeswax, but it's got a candle colorant added to it, so it makes it really easy to see on the eggshell. And it just melts into the Kitska, and then I warm it back up in the candle. So if you have an electric Kitska, I think you load the wax into it, and then, yeah, just like you don't have to do this part. Although, honestly, loading the wax into the Kitska is my favorite part, so I don't know if I want to give that up. I don't know if I want... You missed the first half. I always set up backwards because I mimic you, but I'm a lefty. Oh, do you know what? My daughter's a lefty, too. My daughter is a lefty. And so I'm constantly trying to figure out hacks for her arts-wise. And figuring stuff out for her because she's a lefty. My electric one, it loads the same way. Does it? I thought you loaded it at one point and then it all... See? I've never used an electric Kitska. What do I know? I don't know what I'm talking about. I need to stop running my mouth. I've never even used one. I have all these assumptions. I've never even used one, so... I am just going to go in because it's misbehaving. So I'm going to go in with my just fine wire Sometimes it can get clogged with soot. Go into your home. Go into your home. You too good for your home? Okay. Yeah, I love seeing the wax. There we go. There we go. That was all she needed. Okay. Okay, sorry. I had to readjust. I'm ambidextrous. I have the same skills with both hands. Nice. What are you looking at, Swan? Someone explained to me, don't panic, don't panic. It's all good. I'm doing an old Slavic folk art. So I'm doing the Ukrainian tradition of Pysanka. It's a decorative egg. I've got a couple in the back there that you can see, but I'm doing it on an ostrich egg. So I have a count. They're cleaning out soot. Always cleaning out soot. Okay. Yeah, we're working on an ostrich egg tonight, which, okay, my kitska is about to blob. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. No blobs tonight, please. No blobs. No blobs. Hello, night sky. Mother of all eggs. But yeah, it's an old Slavic folk art. It's been around a long time. The early Slavic pagans used to do these types of decorative eggs as part of their spring rituals, their spring celebrations. And it, to be honest, hasn't changed too much over the hundreds of years people have been doing this. They used beeswax. They used tools similar to the one that I'm using. It's called a kitska. My kitska. And yeah, they used beeswax. They made their own dyes. I have industrial dyes that I use. But back in the day, they used to use different barks and crushed up walnuts and different flowers and things like turmeric and beetroot and things like that. That's how they got their dyes. So that has changed. We do use industrial dyes now. You can still make your own dyes. I have done that before, but the industrial dyes are amazing. Such beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Kitska. Do. Hang on. I always say it, and then I say it wrong. Hold up. Here we go. So this is the company Ukrainian Accessories that I get all my stuff done. Pysanka. So with the Y, that's plural. If you see it with an A, that's singular. And then kitska. Kistka. That's singular. Kitski with a Y would be plural. So just there you go. There you go. Sometimes it's easier if I just show it and then you can screenshot it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Back to our egg. I'm really quite enjoying this setup of the paper towel roll beside me. I feel like it's working. It's not exactly the same as what I'm used to, but it's similar enough that I don't feel completely horrible right now. It's familiar enough. It's all good. Okay. Is this an ostrich egg? It sure is. This is the one Sarah sent me. This is the one Sarah sent me. It is from the Etsy store, Eggs, Etc. She is beautiful. It's in amazing condition, I will say. It came to me pristine. I had to scrub it with some toilet bowl cleaner and do a vinegar soak just to get the top layer off, so it will take my dyes. I'm going to do a little bit more of a vinegar soak on it as well. Okay, deep breath. Wow. My gosh, it's crazy. It's crazy how much time that takes. Just to do those like 4 lines. My goodness. My goodness. What a great name. I know, that's what I thought. Okay. Everybody have a sip of your water. Have a sip of your water. Okay. I can show you my tool, as somebody was asking. So, hi, Sarah. So I have these sheets of beeswax with candle colorant added to them, so it's easier to see on the egg. And then, so on my tool here, I've got the barrel end and then the tip end. So the heat from the candle heats the tool up, and the wax just melts down into this barrel end here, and then it filters down into the tip. After you fill it, you should always wipe down the sides so you don't get any random blobs of wax on your egg. Though if you do, we can work with it. Have before. And then it's actually surface tension that keeps the wax inside the tool. So when it touches a surface, then the wax comes out. And that is how we get wax on the egg to make all of our fun designs. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna do our center line here. Also, isn't that fun? I love that. Oh, my wax is wanting to blob tonight. Why are you wanting to blob, little wax? You don't want to do that. Okay. So you can see the texture of the surface kind of makes a difference, but not really. Is ostrich the biggest one you ever do? This is definitely the largest Pysanka I have ever made, for sure. Torch or candle flame? I've got a little candle here that I'm attempting not to set my paper towel roll on fire with. I just used a little tea light. Just a little tea light. Yeah, you can't see anything. My usual setup is like just not, because this egg is just so freaking massive. I'm just even like trying to like the angle to film is challenging because it's just so freaking massive. But that's okay. I can, now that I'm getting wax on it, I'm starting to feel my kind of anxieties about like, just like, what am I gonna do for a design? What am I gonna put on this? I don't know. I'm starting to feel that melt away because the, I don't know, sometimes, I don't know if other artists feel this way, like when you're first starting, and you're looking at a blank egg or a blank canvas or like a chunk of clay or whatever your medium is, and you haven't started yet. It's like this catch-22 because there's like so much potential in the item in front of you, right? Like you haven't started yet. There's so much potential. But then sometimes it's so daunting because you're like, well, I want to do it right. I want to make the right thing. What is the right thing? And you can kind of get lost in that. You can kind of get overwhelmed with that. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to start. Especially with this. You just got to start putting wax. You just got to start putting wax on the egg. And then you can figure it out as you go. But you just got to... I do anyways. I find I have to overcome that first little momentous, like, I don't know. And I just got to get started. Started using ink on my clay. That's cool. Yeah, that's just it. That's the thing. Like when you have a blank canvas or a blank egg or whatever you're doing, there's so many options that, yeah, it's like you don't want to choose. And then you can't choose, and you're just like, I want to make the best decision. So you just don't make any decision. But then you don't get to do your art. So that doesn't work either. So. Every new product, yeah. Where's my little... Here it is. Sorry, for anybody that's interested, UkrainianAccessories.com, that is the website I get all of my supplies from. And then Crafty Lady 10 will save you 10% at the checkout. But yeah, so they've got starter kits on there. They're like $25 Canadian. I have a kit on there that's $35 Canadian. And it'll give you like just a 6-pack of dyes to get you started, wax, a kitska. I think in the $25 kit, you get this style of kitska. In the Crafty Lady kit, you get the Darylyn style kitska. They do the same thing. I like line work and filling in with this one. Any of my fine detail work, I find I get better results with this one, but that's me. That's personal preference. They both do exactly the same thing. They'll both work for you. So they both do the same thing. Especially if you're just trying it, I feel like one of those kits is probably your best way to go. And those are... The website and my discount code are listed in my bio. If anybody needs it, if you forget. Okay. Ooh. My paper towel shifted. What am I going to put in these triangles? So many options. At least if I have the triangles on the egg, then it's like, okay, well, I can figure out what to put in them later. That's a Sunday Christina problem. I can try to figure out what I want to do with them while my children scream behind me. I can get through this live without setting this roll of toilet paper on fire. This roll of paper towel on fire. I'm going to be so proud of myself. Okay. It's the other thing I'm not used to is it requires two hands to like move it and shift around. And I'm used to be able to like very easily shifting the egg around in my hand when I'm doing my line work. I'm not used to like I'm not used to it being a two-hand job. Like I can kind of shift it, but then I get to a point where like I need to like move it, and it won't. Gotta use two hands. I'm about to use the brand new purple. Ooh, Viking Violet. Which one? Which one? Oh, is it that lilac? Is there a lilac? I think there's a lilac one now, isn't there? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? You should post a video so we can see it. Ooh, the amethyst one. Oh, yeah, you should post a video. You should, if you feel comfortable. You should post a video or like a photo on Instagram or something and tag me in it so I can see. Okay, there we go. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So you can see where I said that this is like, this is going to be our July project, is going to be working on this puppy. It's definitely not like my chicken's eggs where over the course of 2 or 3 lives I can show you the whole process start to finish. That's definitely not going to be the case this time. But that's okay. We're learning something new. We're trying something new. Like I said, you'll always learn something when you come to my lives. Sometimes you just learn what not to do, but I mean, you learn something. So at least I can claim that. At least I can claim I'm offering education. As my conspiracy theorist uncle would say, I got microchipped yesterday. Congratulations on your microchip. My husband got his second shot and he was like, I get 5G now. It's like, good for you, babe. That second shot really knocked me out. Didn't really do much to my husband. Like, he definitely noticed it. He definitely wasn't feeling great. He was super tired and like kind of achy. But it like took me out, and it took me out for quite a few days. So okay, there we go. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Whew. I also find the more wax I have on the egg, the easier it is to handle, because it's almost like I have something to like grip to. I can control it better. But she's a little hard to handle. She's a little hard to handle. Kind of like me. Kind of like me. Okay. I keep running out of wax because so much is going on the egg, but that's okay. That's our favorite part anyways. So. Oh, I just put my candle out. Hang on. I need fire. There we go. Everybody take a water break. Have some water or whatever you're drinking. I don't judge. Take a minute to hydrate. Oh. Take a minute to adjust your back. Okay. I'm trying not to hunch over so you guys can, because I've got this little gadget around my neck which holds the phone so that you can see the egg. I'm trying not to hunch so you can get a good view. Oy. It's I used to have a really excellent posture, but man, does it go? Does it leave you? So maybe the two things I miss about being in dancing shape is I had great posture. I had my flexibility. I do miss those two things. The crippling depression, not so much, but the flexibility and the good posture I do miss. There we go. Where'd you get the egg from? Sarah, pray for a riot. She got it for me. And she got it from an Etsy store called Eggs Etc. And it was beautiful. Beautifully, like the hole where they drained to get the yolk out is symmetrical on the bottom. It's not off. It's like very cleanly done. The agate shelp heat, you guys. The heat's getting to me. The egg itself was in beautiful shape when it came to me. Really great shape. So if you are looking, I would highly recommend that place. Some ostriches, they're huge. I believe it. I've only ever seen them. Hello. I've only ever seen them at like the zoo or something. People around here will have like, I think, emus on their farm or farm emus. And they'll have like alpacas and stuff, but I don't think we have any ostriches. Emu. I never say it right. Emu. That bird thing. I went to an emu farm on a field trip when I was a kid. Okay, sorry, I'm like losing track of the chat because I'm looking at the egg. Emu. I'm gonna get that in my head. Emu. Like a goth cow. Emu. Okay, got it. Got it. No, emu. Emu is how it's pronounced. Emu. Oh, God. This is going to be like process all over again, isn't it? Why do you use the wax and not like markers or something? So, like a golf cow. Sorry. My brain's fried. It's been hot. What can I say? I think it cooked my brain cells. So the reason I'm putting the wax on, so what I'm doing is I'm actually sealing this white color in. So wherever, when you do this art form, your brain kind of has to work backwards. So no idea why I'm doing this because my brain doesn't work on a good day. But anyways, yeah, you kind of have to work backwards because wherever I'm putting the wax right now is going to be white in the final product. So though it looks like black and kind of like gray green color right now, that is not the color it's going to stay. It's going to be white at the end. So I have to, in my head, kind of work backwards and just know, okay, all of this is going to be white at the very end. So what the wax does is it seals in whatever color is beneath, because I'm going to use some industrial strength dyes and I'm going to soak it in when I'm done putting this layer of wax on. And so it'll dye on the eggshell everywhere that there isn't wax. So the wax will protect the white, and then the whole thing will be yellow. And then wherever I want it to be yellow or whatever color combo I decide to do, wherever I put the wax, then it'll seal in that color, and so on and so on and so on. And that is how you build up your designs. You take all the wax off at the very end, and then you end up with these like cool designs on your egg. But your brain kind of has to work backwards. Yeah, it's very, very similar to batik. If you've ever seen batik done with like a canting tool, it's very, very similar. Very, very similar. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use like a big bucket kind of Tupperware container. I'm out of wax again. Okay. I'm going to put this paper towel up here because I'm so scared I'm going to set it on fire. I'm just going to set it over there for a second. Okay. Holy cow, guys. Look at that. We got wax. We did the thing. We've got wax on a ostrich egg. We did it. We started it. We got it started. Look, the big, bad, scary, monstrous thing has been tamed. We started it. We started here at least 1% done. Word. Okay. Is this a traditional thing? Can anyone do it, or is it only specific cultures? So I will tell you my feelings on this. And please know that I am not like the be-all and end-all high Pysanka goddess queen that is in charge of making this decision. I can only tell you my specific feelings about it. So these kinds of decorative eggs, as I said, traditionally they were done in pagan culture before it got adapted by Christianity. It has been done in so many different countries. Like there's so many different versions of this egg. And the way it's done, there's so many techniques. They're all beautiful. And even like the process of the wax relief method, like that's also, we also see that in Indonesian art, like with like their canting tools and batik and everything like that. So for me, I don't like, this is for me, first and foremost, this is a folk art. It does have Slavic roots, but it is a folk art, and I have gotten so much out of this art form over the years, and I think it, I really encourage anybody that is interested, that would like to try it, to try it. It's got a wonderful meditative quality to it that I think is so soothing and wonderful for people. And for me, it is an open practice. Like I said, I'd love to see anybody try it and learn these techniques. A lot of people, it's something that they saw a relative do once, or maybe they tried it when they were a kid, or they tried it in a class, but they haven't, maybe their Baba passed away and they haven't done it since they were a kid, or, they got to try it in one art class and haven't done it since, but they've never forgotten it because they were so intrigued by it. For me, everybody has a seat at this table. That's how I feel. Everybody's got a seat at the table. If you are interested and inspired by this art form, I'd love you to try it. I think the more people we have doing this, the better, because then the more people know about it, and then this folk art will survive, right? It's not going to die off. It's going to survive, and that's my main reason I'm here on TikTok. I think this is a beautiful art form, and I want to see it survive and thrive, and I want to see it pushed forward. So that is my whole rant about that. So for me, I say no. You want to try it, you try it. I would welcome you at the table. But as again, I'll say I'm not the high priestess of egg art. So that's what's the orange thing at the bottom? It's the hole. That's inside of that's where the little yolk came out. So you can see like how nice and even it is. Like whoever drained this was. How art can have history and an origin. Yeah, so it Becky B, thank you. So it originally, like if you want to think like the old Slavic countries, like they would go through this really hard, harsh winter. And then in the springtime, right, it's like almost like a sigh of relief. It's like, oh, thank God we made it through another winter. And then eggs are symbolic of the start of new life, right? Just the high priestess of sassy. So yeah, eggs are symbolic of new life. That's why it became part of their spring celebrations and spring rituals, is you would do these eggs as sort of offerings to try to wish for a good bountiful harvest, right? So you could survive another harsh winter, kind of a thing. And then Christianity, when they took over in the area, they kept this tradition, but they sort of repurposed it for the egg being symbolic of the rebirth of Christ. So I want to see that tarot egg. Oh, tarot eggs. There's two things I really want to do. I want to do like a whole series of like tarot cards on eggs, and I want to do like the whole Sailor Moon crew on a series of eggs. And like every character from Spirited Away. I have like 7,000 eggs I want to do, you guys. One day. I'm scared it's gonna crash, and I'm tempting fate. I shouldn't be doing this. Okay. So do tarot eggs, do Sailor Moon eggs, and then tag me in them. I want to see everybody's eggs. Tag me in it so I can see it. I'm planning. Yes, my 9-year-old's been asking me for a no-face egg for forever. I feel like no-face egg he's like they. No-face is a they, as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure no-face is a they. But they, I feel like, would be perfect on an egg. Like, perfect. So, a radish spirit egg, wouldn't that be so cute? Oh my God, I was kidding. Stop spinning. Okay, so This took one whole live, you guys, just putting this on. So it's gonna be a while, but it's gonna be a worthy endeavor. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So when I come back on Sunday, yes, it's Friday today. So when I come back on Sunday, hopefully there won't be children screaming in the background about snitches getting stitches. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But Haley, thank you. But we'll be back on Sunday, kind of 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for anybody that's interested. And I will probably start doing some stuff in these triangles. We'll probably save this side for until I kind of know more what I'm doing. So thank you, Jackie. Thank you. So send my my favorite roll of childcare duct tape. They get really excited. I mean, it's that generation, right? Anything online is like super cool. So I'm up in Canada, but I think it is, what is it today? I don't know what day it is. What is the date today? It's the 2nd. So it'll be July 4th. It'll be July 4th. On Sunday. So I will say happy 4th of July to all my American friends. And it'll be the 3rd. Today's the 2nd. Oh, yes. Sorry. Monday. It's Monday. That'll be July 4th. So if I don't see any of you, if I don't speak to any of you, I'll wish you a happy Independence Day today. I will wish you a happy Independence Day again on Sunday. And, yeah, so you guys enjoy your, thank you. Yeah, Canada Day here was a little bit, it was a little bit, a lot of us were not celebrating. We'll say that. I'm sure if you guys are on, if you follow any of the Indigenous creators in Canada, you will have seen that, Canada Day was a little subdued this year, and rightfully so. So we've got a lot going on currently, but moving forward, progress is good. And 4th is going to be similar. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna, for New Purple. Okay, I will check. God, I need to check the group me. That's the other thing I'm behind on. Oh my God. You guys, I am who I am. Yeah. We're standing with our Indigenous cousins. I am as well. I'm not Indigenous, but I'm stand with that community right now because, oh my God, it's good that people are finally being listened to. That's good. It's growing pains. And in order to grow in a positive direction, we've got to go through a little bit of pain first. And it's painful, but it's necessary. And it's hopeful, right? Because hopefully we'll move forward. How do you get the line so practice? Just practice. It's been great to meet you new people. We've got a great little group here. I like this. I like this little egging group. The egg cult, as Musings with Morgan was calling it, the egg cult. Instead of the occult, we're the egg cult. Years can't celebrate until we have change worth celebrating. Yeah, that's how we feel here. You can't celebrate until you have change worth celebrating. No pride in genocide is the slogan we're going with, and I think it's. I'm glad that people are finally calling it what it is, because it absolutely was and is continuing. Because it's not done; it's still ongoing. So, Musings with Morgan, hi! The egg cult. So this year will be different, celebrating the 4th, yeah. So if you want to do some little preemptive, reflective, meditative art moments, you can join me on Sunday. I'll be here, like I said, about 3 to 5. And I stand with Ultraline Indigenous. Yes. You know what? Indigenous across the world, they all are facing similar struggles and have faced similar struggles. So we all stand with our indigenous population because they took care of the land long before we were here, and they have so much to teach us and we have so much to learn. So hopefully that'll be the way forward. Is Japan taking over Canada? Not that I know of. Although, if they want to take over and if they could set up a Studio Ghibli theme park, I am so for that. I will welcome that. That would be great. I would love that. Yeah, I'm 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is for you guys, but yeah, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll be here and we'll start filling in. I know there's a theme park in Japan. My oldest, that's her bucket list. She wants to go to Japan. That's like her top 10. She repeats, I have beautiful yard sign for indigenous energy if you want one. Aww. But you gotta go, yeah. It's on my bucket list. One day I'll make it there and I'll take my oldest. Okay. With that, friends, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for spending some time with me and experimenting. This it's gonna be a project. It's gonna take us a while, but I think we'll learn a lot and it will be enjoyable. It will be really, really fun. So everybody, have a fantastic night, and we will see you all on Sunday. Of large eggs. Everybody's gonna go and they're gonna dream. They're gonna dream about ostrich eggs now. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.